How do you want to be remembered? For your job? What you did for others?
In tonight's Where We Live, a Coquitlam family is trying to fulfill a loved one's dream halfway around the globe. Here's Erin Hanuman.
July 29th, 12:30 in the morning, along a seaside highway in West Africa. A 53-year-old Coquitlam man lost control of his truck and crashed. He was alone. Hours later, police found his body in the wreckage. He left behind a wife and 2 sons.
Yeah, it's tough.
And there's definitely bad times, but
I feel pretty privileged to come from him.
These are some of his projects.
Scott McNabb was an accomplished contractor who lived for his family and taught his boys everything he knew.
We never went to college or university or anything. My dad was our university for sure.
We didn't get regular Christmas presents like most kids. We got a door, but I had to install it myself and figure out the hinges and stuff, so that's the way he was.
Scott built many projects across the Lower Mainland, but last year saw a thrilling opportunity in Africa. He initially went to build shelter for mine workers, but it was a tiny village nearby that caught his attention.
Driving through Africa, Ogatanga, Ghana to Yuga, Burkina Faso.
His family wasn't exactly thrilled about the new job.
He said he was probably going to be there for about 2 years, and I wasn't very happy with that.
Yet Scott was.
An uncharted back road, no guards.
He liked being in the middle of nowhere.
He said it was like stepping into the pages of National Geographic.
The guy was just very eager to help people.
Scott's co-worker in Africa, Peter Mawini.
Scott was very energetic. He loved going to the village.
The village is called Yuga. People live in mud huts with no electricity. The only convenience here is this bucket and rope.
They had to walk for miles and miles and miles with logs and sticks and pans and food, water, everything on their heads.
But Scott saw an opportunity.
He thought, all I need is a pump and some electricity, and it would come up and you turn on the tap instead of hoisting it up 40 feet, you know? So he was into helping people a lot.
He would give out ladies rides in the truck that were carrying water for like 3 miles. He'd jump on in and they'd be like, what? They never even seen a truck.
The project was up here in Yuga.
Judy was going to move to Africa to help her husband of 29 years.
Once we sold the house and we moved over there, we were going to go back up there and install the water pump.
Now, plans have changed.
Hopefully Mom and Russ and I can go over there and help install it. Put a little plaque with his name on it beside it. And
he knew that if he helped, just the little things make a big difference in people's lives.
Like the difference Scott wanted to make in a tiny village halfway around the world.
He had a big impact on those people.
In Coquitlam, Erin Hanuman, CTV News.